Hey, everybody. Hey. Happy Tuesday to you all. I am so glad that you are tuning in. All right, come on in because the doors of the chapel are open. Y'all know these doors open every single Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, and we are so glad that you come on up into this chapel with us. Hey, what is going on to our chapel members, saints, and friends? And welcome to another Tuesday night right here on the Praise Chapel channel. Listen, we missed you, right? It's only been a week, but we miss you, right? When we're not on here. So listen, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. It's going to be a great night. You are tuned into Kingdom Sound. Y'all already know this is a dope show on Tuesday night that you can tune on into, where we do that good kingdom building, where we talk to some amazing kingdom artists. We have such a good time, laughs, wisdom, information. It's so much that go on over here. As you following us yet, you got to make sure you are following us. So make sure you go to I go to Praise Chapel so you can get connected over here on the Praise Chapel channel. Wait, did I introduce myself yet? I didn't. Oh, I am your girl, Marcy Maureen. Ain't nobody like me. Okay, hey, how y'all doing? Hey. It is going to be a good night tonight. So listen, I'm giving you a chance to click on. Come on in. You already know. Come on in, get what you need, take that seat, join us on tonight because it's going to be a really great show tonight. So make sure you go to I Go to Praise Chapel. Y'all already see that thing scrolling on the bottom. Go to I Go to Praise Chapel so you can get connected to us. We are out there on Facebook, Instagram, and we are on the YouTube, y'all. So make sure you go to YouTube and do all that good stuff you're supposed to do over there. I think you're supposed to. What are you supposed to do on YouTube? You're supposed to comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of our videos, okay? So make sure you go on YouTube and see what's going on over there. If you have not watched any of our past live shows, go ahead over there on YouTube and get into it. You can have a binge day, okay? Go on there and have a binge day and get it all in. Watch our amazing shows. Go see the artists that we've had the opportunity to talk to week after week. You got to go on there. So much going on. So listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, if you haven't seen any other shows, go on over there, watch them, have yourself a good time, and then that means you all caught up, right? Yes. All right, this Tuesday is going to be an amazing show. So make sure you tell somebody to get on tonight because they want to be a part of this show. So I'm going to need you to go ahead and share this live tonight. All right, go ahead and share this live tonight so everyone can be in on what's going down tonight. Listen, usually he's on here as my co-host, okay? But we doing something different on tonight just for you. We need all of our musicians, all our kingdom artists. Listen, business, if you're doing business in the kingdom music, whatever it is, if you connected in any way, you want to do the kingdom music, want to do the kingdom business, this is the show for you. If you know anybody that wants to do music and play, want to do music, business, all of that kind of good stuff, you tell them to get on this show tonight because the man himself is here tonight. And I'm telling you, like I said, usually he's on here as my co-host, but tonight we is going to pick his brain. We're going to get all that wisdom that we can from him tonight. Listen, he's been doing this a long time. So if you want to know something, this is the person you want to know it from, okay? So listen, go ahead and tell somebody to get on tonight. Get on because they want to be a part of what's going down tonight. You want to get this good information, this good wisdom, all this good stuff that's about to drop, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? All right, so here it is right here. We're going to get him in here. He was not on our show last week. We missed him. But he's with us tonight. Here he is. Bring him on in, Mr. Garland, Miche in the house.
My girl, Marcy, my girl, what's the deal? How you doing?
Not much. We over here doing what we do. What's going on, sir?
Okay, everything is great. I'm so excited about this show. This is going to be an amazing show, and I want people to know that I want to share this information. send your questions in, in the chat. Send your questions. We'll try to get to them. Between me and Marcy and somebody else, we'll try to figure it out how to get your question answered during this time. But I am so glad to do this because I think we need to do and share information so that people can do things in a good way, in the correct way. So I'm gonna give it to you straight from what I know. That's what I'm all about, is sharing and being able to help other people fulfill their dream, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Derek. Yes, Derek. I can write you a song.
Come on. Yes, listen. This is what we're talking about over here. Tonight is going to be such a good night. So I'm trying to tell you, you want to make sure you tell anybody that you know that's in this game, that's doing what this right here, this music, all that, you want to tell them to get on the show.
Please share. Please share this. Please share this.
Share this live. Listen, you don't get this everywhere. We're going to give it to you tonight. Okay. So listen, you want to make sure that you tell somebody, if it's you or somebody you know, get on tonight, share this amazing show tonight, because it's going to be so good. Great information. If you want to be part and you don't want to miss any of it. Okay. So listen, we're about to get on to it. As Miche said, if you have any questions as we're going through, we haven't got into it, you go ahead and drop them into the comments. And we're going to do our best to try to get to them, try to make sure we answer whatever it is that you might want to know about this music business, the music business, all that kind of good stuff. Tonight is your night to get some information. I do believe that, listen, there's so much information we can give. Probably going to have to definitely do a part two, because there's so much information out there, so much that you can probably get and take. So I definitely know we're going to end up doing a part two. But we just want to make sure that you're in on this beginning, this information that we get on tonight. Okay?
I'm ready.
So y'all got it. All right. Listen, so we're going to get right into it on tonight, because we want to get everything we can from the server here. Okay? Listen, because we are so excited. If anybody has been around, you have definitely been following this man's career. Okay? So, I mean, come on. His resume, all right? That's a good old resume to have, right?
I am happy about it. I'm
trying to tell you, like, it is such an amazing resume to have. I always say, I remember seeing Miche, of course, with John P. Key, and oh man, everybody, Miche, I heard that name everywhere. So it is such an honor to always be able to sit here, to be a part of what it is he's doing now. Like, just to see him pouring back into so many other kingdom artists, helping them get their dreams alive, pushing them into doing this kingdom work, being humble as he's doing this, and making sure that they're staying on their spiritual journey in it as well. So all of that is so important. So you know what? Let's just start there, Miche. Like, as it relates to your journey, we've been through this before, but it might be somebody on here that just does not know all of your journey. But if you can just give us a little bit to get us ready and started on where we're going tonight.
So I started at the age of 9 playing piano. I'm 52 now, so it's been a long time doing that piece. And I just started out as a musician, and I'm gonna go really quickly. I started out as a musician. I started in the Philadelphia Youth Mass Choir, which was the kids of the Philadelphia Mass Choir. We were under the leadership of Edwin Newberry. A lot of people don't talk about him, but Edwin Newberry was an intricate and important man in this city of Philadelphia. He kind of took me under his wing, took me everywhere he went. So I got the opportunity to play in the Baptist church, and the Church of God in Christ, the Catholic Church, all that. So I learned all of that music as a young man, doing all of this stuff, and then exposing me to the big choir thing. I was always a choir lover and music lover, and going to the GMWA, where I met another man named Daniel Kason, who's originally from Ohio. And Daniel Kason kind of took me a little step further, while I was still under, Miss Newberry and all of that. And I had the opportunity to play Donald Lawrence's very first
Mm,
gospel song.
nice.
And that was at the age of 14. That was my first real record. Uh, national record. It was the GMWA uh, mass choir record. I was 14. I had the opportunity to do that with myself, Brian Pugh, Howard Kennedy, and a couple other guys. But though we were all from here as young people doing big things.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a chance to play for Donald Lawrence, and I met John B. Keith there at that age. Moving forward, got to age 20, I'm still doing choirs and stuff here in Philly and all of that kind of stuff. And I kind of took over the Philly Youth Mass, that kind of thing. And I was playing for Dobbins Mass Choir at the time too, under Dr. Cassandra Jones during that time. And there's a song called Hallelujah Glory. And in the middle of the song, there was a piano solo. And we were opening up for John P. Key at my church. And I was playing the solo thing. And anybody that knows John P. Key, he always stayed downstairs or on the bus or in a room or whatever. But I was playing this piano solo. And he heard me playing. And he came in the church and looked at me and said, "You that little boy from GMWA?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he asked me, "You want to go on the road?" I say, "Yes, absolutely." His manager came with 6 albums.
Oh
Six
my
albums.
goodness.
Y'all know nothing about albums. But he came with 6 albums and he was like, "Hey, learn this." And I was like, "Okay." And I took it home and I learned it. That Friday, the manager said, "We're going to be in DC. Can you make it?" No rehearsal, no nothing. "Can you make it?" I said, "Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there." And he just put me on, and the rest is history. I stayed with him for 27 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and in between, I had some chances to produce and do all of that kind of stuff for some people, and write for some people, and do all of that. So, what I want to get into tonight, because I've seen it on both ends,
Mm-hmm.
um, how hard and tough it can be,
Yes.
especially for those of us who are. Well, everybody's independent now. So
Yes.
I want to kind of shut down the thing of, like, there are no companies at this particular time doing it like we used to do it. Meaning, so if I like the way Marcy sang, I'm gonna get Marcy and we're gonna give her a signing bonus, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Nobody's doing that anymore. That the day of that is over.
Mm.
That's over. So I wanna kind of tell people that day is over. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to get it. Everybody is independent and joining forces with distribution deals, so to speak. Now, there are some people who can get signed, but you got to have something real unique.
Mm-hmm.
And when
Mm-hmm.
I say signed, that means we take care of all the expenses and all the bills and all of that kind of stuff. You're not getting any upfront money, but you're gonna get your stuff taken care of. Now, there's some good to that, and there's some bad to that. So I'm
Right.
coming to tell you all of the stuff. The good part is that allows you to just be the artist,
Mm.
meaning your job is to sing, make sure your group is together, choir, yourself as a soloist, whatever the case may be. That gives you the opportunity to do that and allow the companies to do a lot of the work for you. That's the good part about being signed. Um, in being signed, there's some things that you're going to have to deal with as well. Meaning, if I'm paying for you, it's kind of,
Mm.
it's kind of what I say.
Mm.
Did you hear what I said, Marcy?
I heard that.
So, although you may be the creator of some things, because I'm paying for it,
Mm-hmm.
I get to say no, yes, all of those things.
Mm.
If I don't like it, now you may love it, but if I don't like it, I get to say, and this is real talk, and I want to be real. This is real talk.
Absolutely.
Um, as the person that's footing all of the bills, um, I may not want you to say God or Jesus. I want you to may say Him because I may be looking not only to deal with you in the gospel side, but I
Mm.
may want to push you over into mainstream in the secular world too. So if your Holy Ghost is saying, well, I'm this, you singing to God and all of that, but I need you not to say God, even though but I need them other people to rock to your thing too. So I'm gonna tell you, don't mention his name.
Mm.
So there's some pros and there's some cons to this thing.
Mm.
Now, if I'm also paying for everything, that means I got to get my money back first
Mm.
before you get anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all hearing me? You hearing me? If I paid for it, that means I got to get some money back first before you get anything. I
Mm.
got to recoup what I put out.
Right.
Now, that means your record sales, that means your publishing,
Mm.
all of that stuff. I need to get mine first before you see anything. Now you may go and perform at somebody's concert or whatever and get paid that way. And some companies are even dealing with that too. But that's some of the bad of being signed completely, because you don't have any leverage. All you have to offer is what you got, which
Mm.
is the music. And that may be cool for a lot. And I'm not telling anybody that that's the wrong way.
Right.
I'm just trying to educate people to let them know that here are some of the things that you're going to have to deal with. As the company can tell you what you need to do and what you need not to do.
Mm-hmm.
As an independent, it's a little tougher. It's well, I'm not gonna say a little tougher. It's a lot tougher,
Mm-hmm.
depending upon what you're bringing to the table. We as companies, and I hope everybody is, please share this information. We as companies, or a lot of companies now, we're looking for somebody that's a finished product.
God.
It's a finished thing, and what can I do with this finished product? Okay, I can do this, and we're just looking to distribute.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. We can distribute and we can negotiate. And for the most part, now for me and EMG or whatever, because like I said, I came from both ends. And my plight, this is not everybody's plight. So this is not necessarily gospel in terms of how it looks.
Right.
But for me, I feel if you if you come with all of that, um, I don't think that it's fair for me to take everything from you.
Mm. Because you've
This is
already
just
said
me. This is just me.
yeah.
I'm not saying that this is absolutely Bible, music 101 business, whatever. This is me with EMG. So I try to look out for the artist because for so long the artists they've suffered to some degree
Mm-hmm.
because of certain situations and so for me, I want you, the artist, to reap some of the benefits of what you've done.
Mm.
So we can negotiate things. And for me, I want you to get the bulk of it. Now there are some expenses that you need to take care of, but in that, for the most part, you you are retaining most of everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you allow us or whatever company to be the legwork, do the legwork for you. Now, that's important. That's important. So, Marcy, stop me whenever you got a little question or something.
I got you, but keep finishing this out. Keep finishing.
Um, yeah, there's a lot to do with that because I think a lot of artists today believe, well, I'm gonna do a CD and that's gonna see. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say it real clear. Making the CD, making the CD. That means you recording and all of that. That's the easy part. That's the easiest part of the whole situation. The hard part is what do you do after the CD is done?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are you going to, because what you have to do now is you have to convince people to download,
Mm.
purchase, stream
Mm-hmm.
your thing. What is it about your thing that will make me download and purchase
Mm.
or stream? That's the piece that I think most artists get messed up with.
Right.
They spend they spend lots and lots of money and they prepare and all of that for the recording part of the situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not that you shouldn't. Not that you shouldn't. That is important because you want a good product. You do. But the problem comes in what happens after that.
Mm. Mm.
That's where most artists fail because they didn't have one, a plan. We all we want to do is we want to record and do a CD and now the CD gonna make us rich. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. I'm just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Uh, it can if you put the other components with it.
Mm.
Just recording the CD is not going to do it for you because you may be hot at your church.
I was getting.
You may be hot even in your city.
Mm-hmm.
Most people at this point, this is a digital age. This is a digital age. You remember before, um, if you wanted a particular song, you had to buy the whole record to get the song.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the digital age has changed that. So now I don't want the whole record. I
Mm.
like that song. So I'm gonna give you $1.29 as opposed to $9.99 or $11.29. Well,
Mm.
I may not like all them other songs. I like that one. And
Right.
so I'm only get that one. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it take a whole lot of $1.29s or 99-cent things to make you some real money,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you got 99 cents and you got to break that up between some people too, what do you have left? So, what happens after the record? And I see Miss Michelle McCoy Griffin. Yes, when Tours and bookings come in. They help you tremendously in terms of doing CDs. Now, I encourage people. We used to press uh, thousands of CDs because that was the way to go. CDs was the thing, and all of that.
Hmm.
Now, pressing. I don't encourage people to press a whole lot of CDs, if at all. 300 to 500. Enough for you so that when you do go on tour, you do have some product that you can sell. That's if you're touring. Well, we got a lot of people who are not touring. They just doing CDs to be doing CDs.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be a plan in place because a CD without radio promotion, and I mean real radio promotion,
Mm-hmm.
um, a CD without marketing, I mean real marketing, is just a CD.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just tell everybody that's listening, there are thousands of wonderful CDs that you ain't never heard.
Wow. Wow.
Thousands. Amazing groups, amazing choirs, amazing soloists that you will never, ever hear because they didn't have a plan. They didn't have a plan. So that's the first thing you need to do in trying to make it in this business. If you're a group or artist or whatever, there needs to be a plan put in place. There has to be a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I see Tina Pollard saying it. What is the marketing plan?
Mm-hmm.
That's between that you have to be for you. That's for you. That's for someone. That's for someone who's in the marketing business.
Mm-hmm.
So take a look at what you have to offer. What is it you're trying to accomplish? Who you trying to sell to? Who
Right.
you trying to who are you trying to impart your message to? Are you trying to go after the millennials? Are you trying to go? Is your thing? Are you quartet singer? Because that's a whole different situation. Are you a choir? Are you a soloist? Are you this? Are you that? So that's the conversation that you have to have between you and the marketing people. If
Mm.
you have a company, okay, cool. You, the company, and the marketing people need to sit and say, hey, this is Marcy. Okay, we're going to take Marcy this way. Marcy, how do you feel about? We see that your your demographic is this.
Mm-hmm.
You appeal to these people. You do well in this area. This is what we want to do to. It's up to you. Now, here's the other thing that artists need to realize, especially as a new independent artist. You have to work extra hard because you're new.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You're new.
Mm-hmm.
You may be a household name at the church.
Right.
You may be the greatest singer at the church. You
Mm-hmm.
know, everybody waiting for you to sing the choir song. They know that's the song that you sing, you gonna kill. Amen. Praise Jesus. But there's a plethora of people who sing just as well.
Right. Right.
And later on in this conversation, I'm gonna talk about um, there are 40 slots on the radio. There's a million records.
Mm.
How do we pick your record
Right.
to play
140.
on on the radio? So
Mm-hmm.
there's 40 slots. There are only 38 radio stations that count in the whole country. Now there are thousands of radio stations, thousands, but all of them don't count.
Wow.
They're just stations.
Mm-hmm.
There's BDS stations, there's media based stations, and there are internet stations. Now internet stations Some of them are joining the BDS panel, meaning that means they're being monitored. So you're getting credit for your spins. Just because you on so and so radio station, it's great. It's wonderful exposure. I told you I'm gonna tell the truth tonight. I'm
Mm,
gonna tell the truth to y'all tonight. That's great exposure. It's wonderful, wonderful. I see my one of my little brothers, Robert Barnes, who's the CEO of WGSR down in Alabama. He's an internet station, but he's a BDS monitored internet station, which means when he plays you, you get credit for it.
wow. So much has changed.
So much has changed. There used to be a day when you can go in and say, "Can you play my song?" And people say, "No problem," and then they had the opportunity to play whatever they want to play. A
Mm,
lot of that is over. There's some things that there are people in places that are saying these are the top 25 people right now. They automatics. They going in. No problem.
wow.
Then you have maybe another 10 that may be classic radio, um, your old James Cleveland stuff, your old Hawkins stuff,
Mm-hmm.
your old whining stuff. Uh, they're going in. So it ain't but 5 slots left. 5. What is it that's gonna make me say, I'm gonna listen to Marcy, we're gonna put Marcy in? Because you got a million people fighting for these slots.
Mm-hmm.
And these are not definite numbers, so it can waver.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I probably should have got Robert to come on here, and I probably should have got Greg on here who does marketing as well. But
Mm-hmm.
there are so many things, there's so many facets that we don't think about. We think about making the CD and that's it.
Right.
And that's not it. That is so much more to what you have to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so if I'm a gospel artist. I want to be a gospel artist. So if I'm starting from the very beginning, I sing in my church. You already said it. I'm the good singer at my church. Everybody said I need to do this and I need to do that. And you already mentioned this, but I go out there and I know that I have to be able to have some type of balance between the ministry and the business piece, right? So how do I do that? How do I create this balance between what I know for ministry, what I've done for years, to now trying to shift my mindset to now business, kingdom artist, doing it this way, making sure I'm being heard, getting out there. How do I shift?
I would definitely say one. There are some people. There are some people who need to stay in the artist and ministry mode, but
Mm-hmm.
have some sense of what's going on. And
Mm,
so, um, I would advise people to kind of learn what's going on from the business perspective.
mm-hmm.
Um, what you're entitled to,
Mm-hmm.
um, the road as to what, because ultimately we have to, as a company, and all of the people that work, we're working for you to
Mm,
a degree.
you,
So we have to be able to put you out there in a light that you're okay with. Number
mm,
one. Number
okay.
one.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, we're trying to get the most out of the situation
Okay.
from
Mm-hmm.
a business perspective. You should know, uh, this is what I would like to do. Here's the vision, and then find a team of people. This is even before before coming to the company, really, um, find a team of people that one support your vision,
Mm.
and let me emphasize your,
Mm-hmm.
because we've had people before that they were they were supposed to be managers and so, but then they were looking for a deal too
Yeah.
on the side. So
Ah,
being G money, so you're trying to cut a side deal.
yeah.
So no, they have to support what you're doing, the individual.
Mm-hmm.
They have to uh, be able to help you in the way. Um, if you don't understand what publishing is,
Mm.
then you need to figure out who can tell me what publishing is. If you don't understand that before they play, even if they consider playing your CD or your song on the radio, there's some codes that need to happen, um, which is called an ISRC code. An ISRC code identifies that song so
Mm.
that we can give you credit for that spin. There are things you can't have the CD. You can't have the CD or whatever project without a barcode or a UPC code, which is another identifying situation. Um, these things need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
If you're independent and doing everything on your own, it's important for you to join Nielsen so
Mm.
that they can count your sales so that they can be reported on Billboard and where it needs to be reported to, so it helps you in the long run. So it's a whole lot of different things. I don't advocate. I don't advocate. I think you should know a little bit about everything. But
Mm.
if you can find that person that can
I
help you,
Mm-hmm.
a person or persons that can help you, um, that is essential.
Gotcha. Right.
There's a question: do companies like DistroKid handle that? Yeah, no. Okay, so DistroKid and TuneCore, they are um, they are digital distribution companies, CD Baby, as well. What they do is they allow for you to upload your music, and then they will market to iTunes and Amazon and Deezer and Spotify and all of that, and they'll place it in their situation.
Mm-hmm.
You can do publishing situations with some of these places. I think CD Baby, if I'm not mistaken, they do some things depending upon what you can pay extra for some of the marketing pieces and all of that, and that's fine. That's a good thing if you're trying to do it and you have a limited budget. You have a limited budget. You have to be realistic. We have to be realistic as new artists and stuff like that. Um, you cannot expect $1 million stuff
Mm.
for $100.
Right. Now
Just
just yeah. Yeah.
it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Um, and anybody that I would love to meet that person that has that track record of paying $100 and they generated $1 million from that.
Right.
I want to meet that person because that's somebody I need to know. You know what I mean? So, but realistically, you kind of for services, everything is a service now.
Mm-hmm.
For services, and you're gonna need something a little more than DistroKid and CD Baby because they're gonna do a limited thing for what you want. You know, there's so many facets. Social media has become one of the biggest things,
Yes. Yeah.
uh, and that's all the way around. That's Twitter. That's did you know? Did you know that on Twitter, if you engage 5 times about a song that's being promoted, that's equivalent 5 engagements, not 5 likes or retweets. That's engagements. When I say um, engagements, meaning if they got Marcy song and they're promoting Marcy song, and I say love this song, that's an engagement.
Wow.
Not just like and retweet. It's an engagement. So you need 5 of those. Do you know that that's equivalent to one single download?
Really?
So it used to be where we had hot single sales and all of that kind of stuff. Now there's a thing called a consumption chart.
Mm.
So they're not only counting your downloads, your physical, they're counting downloads, physical sales, streams, your YouTube views, your Facebook views, all of that's being counted.
Wow.
1,500 streams is equivalent to an album purchase.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-mm.
They don't know that five engagements is equivalent to one download, one single download. You need to know these things.
Yeah.
Look these things up. Look them up. I mean, it's online. You can go find out what Spotify is paying. Streaming is the way to go. Streaming is the way to go right now.
Mm-hmm.
Although of course, you want downloads, you want downloads, you want downloads. Absolutely, that's more money for that. Streams, but it takes a lot of streams
Yeah.
for you to get big money.
And how do you distribute your music to these digital streaming outlets? How do
So
you?
again,
Gotcha.
DistroKid will handle all of that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, TuneCore will handle all of that for you. CD Baby will handle all of that for you. You get your own dashboard. You get to look at it. You get to see how you're doing daily. You
Mm-hmm.
get to see where your hot spots are. You get to see who's who's checking your music out. You know, if it's 50% men, if it's
Ah.
30% men, 30% women. You get to find out what age bracket are you touching, who's doing it the most. What, like I said, your hot spots are, because they give you all of this information. Yes, you can do a whole lot of this stuff by yourself.
Mm.
Let me say this. It's harder to do by yourself.
Yeah.
It is. But you can.
Mm-hmm.
Not discouraging anybody from doing it. Uh, but again, you need to have the other elements, meaning you need radio, you need marketing. And under marketing, you need the social media person, the publicist. You need all of that. If your marketing person is your publicist, okay, great, that's fine. And if that he or she is your social media person, that's fine too. However, it's got to be a constant thing that's moving.
Mm.
That's moving. Uh, we were talking in the back earlier about McDonald's. McDonald's ain't changed since I've been alive.
Right.
Since I've been alive, we still go get the Big Mac and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? We like it. They sell it to us every day. They sell it to us every day. It came in a box one year. It came in some wrap in another year. It came in foil one year. All of that. You got to be out there. They got to see you to make this. You know what? I seen this Marcy Maureen record. Let me check this Marcy. Then you got to see who. I mean, people like me. I want to see who produced it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see who sang on it, who
Mm-hmm.
played on it. Some of those things matter.
Mm-hmm.
Some don't. You know, picking the right producer, that's important.
Yes. Yeah.
All of that. A question came up, but I missed it. Did you see it?
I didn't, but let me ask you this: are demos still important? Like, are people still doing demos? Like, if someone still needs to do a demo, we're trying to get it out there because it seems like social media has taken over where people go on their social medias, they sing, and other people are seeing it, and they're just blowing these people up from them, social media and singing. So, our demos,
We passed the demo stage.
like that's not even nobody's even.
To me, because if you're gonna do a demo, if I'm gonna send you a demo, I want it to be the best demonstration of who I am.
Right.
Right. So if it's the best demonstration of who I am, I'm gonna do the whole thing. I may submit some music now. It may have changed from the demo thing to submission. Um, I'll submit some music to so say, hey, do you like this or whatever?
Right.
That's fine. That's more or less where it's going now. There's submissions. Are you taking on any artists? They'll send me their thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and I'll say no, yes, sounds good, whatever. Some people they ask for your critique in terms of what they need to do, what should they fix? Do they need to fix anything? Do they need to do this? Do they need to do that? And you can kind of help people that way
Right.
as well, because it may not be uh, completed like it should, So I try to give people as much information as possible from my perspective. For what I think actually works in today's from a production perspective, from a what's happening musically, what's happening from a radio perspective as well. So um, yeah, the demo thing is kind of dead.
Right. Right.
It's more of submission of what you already have.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they may send a rough, meaning it hasn't been completely mixed and mastered.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Hmm. So, like, all right. So if I have the song, I have me and some other people wrote a song. How do we make sure that everyone gets the credit that they deserve for their contributions to the project? So everybody's getting what they're able to get with this thing.
Right. All right. So this is really easy. People make it worse than what it needs to be. This is real simple. If Marcy and Miche write a song, your words your words are almost meaningless without my music. And I'm not saying it from
Got you.
I'm not saying it from what the message of the song is.
Right, I got you.
And it became a song when
too.
you brought your words and your idea to me, and we made a song.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to us from that point, even beforehand, to understand. Okay, well, you write the words, I write the music. Now this can change. This can be negotiable. But to make it easy and simple, you have 50% and I have 50%.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make 100%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That should be established from day one.
Gotcha.
Let's go on and write this down. Marcy Maureen will have 50% of said song. Michi Waller will have 50% of said song. You sign it, I sign it. Here go my copy, here go your copy, and we done. When it's time to record the song, or let somebody else record it, whatever. We now there's some other elements, meaning because that's only the writer's perspective.
Right.
There's another piece called publishing.
Mm.
Now, publishing encompasses both pieces, writing and publishing. So, to make it simple, because I don't want people to be confused. As writers, this is that. This is we're establishing our writing agreement. Now, Marcy, do you have a publishing company? Marcy can say, no, I don't have a publishing company, but I have a publishing company. My publishing company is so and so and so and so. So at that point, we can say, well, hey, this is what I'll do. Let me publish the let me publish the music, and we make an agreement that 50-50, you
Mm.
know, the check is coming to the public my publishing agreement. It's upon me to make sure that you get your 50%.
Mm. 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 Okay.
Now, there's some more pieces to this because when you come to a company and say, well, so and so is recording it, now the company may want some of the publishing.
Mm.
Now, right? Now, we're not taking any of your writer's royalty. Now, it's important for Marcy to be set up with, they're called PROs, they're performance rights affiliates, and all of that. So that's BMI. You see on the back of the record to say BMI or ASCAP or CSAC.
Mm-hmm.
They're your pros. So I'm a BMI writer and a BMI publisher.
Mm.
You can be a BMI writer or publisher. You can sign up to be just a BMI writer. You can sign up to be both. It's up to you. Um, you will get what they do is that every time that song is played on the radio, you get so and so and so and so. They send it directly to you
Mm.
quarterly.
Okay.
Quarterly. Most BMI and ASCAP, they're 3 quarters behind. So the quarter that's going to end in June, the quarter that's going to end in June will be the fourth quarter of 2020.
Okay.
So they'll be paying you for what
Okay.
happened
I got you.
the fourth quarter of 2020 from October to December.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that goes. So all of these, there's a whole lot of components, and what's more important is that you and the people you're collaborating with have an understanding of who gets what,
Got you.
and you agree to that in the beginning, so that you don't lose friendships,
Right.
all of that kind of stuff, and because it can get real messy
Mm-hmm.
um, around that stuff. And it's important for them to make sure that they have their situations done. I had a situation one time that I don't collaborate anymore because I ran into this, and this is just, I said I refuse to do this again.
Mm.
We collaborated. I wrote a piece of the song. We agreed on the percentages and all of that. Now, it was getting put on the record that week. No problem. Again, we agreed on what was happening. Um, and they said, yeah, your word is bond, but contracts are necessary. So that's what I mean by paperwork. You want to make sure it's written down. There's a contract saying all of this. I'm a writer and publisher. He was a writer, but he didn't have a publishing situation. Now, it's not my responsibility to make sure you have what you're supposed to have.
Mm.
So when the record came out, and still to this day, I still get my percentage of
Mm-hmm.
the writing and publishing. He did not and wanted to try to sue me and the person who record it was, because he failed to do his paperwork. Now, that's not my problem. That's
Mm-hmm.
your problem.
Mm-hmm.
So from that day on, I decided I don't do collabs because I don't want that. I don't want that situation. And that's not that everybody's going to be that way. I rather not. I rather you go sing and go to the piano and pluck it out, one note at a time, so that you can say, "This is what I gave you." Okay, then I can help you.
Ah,
And I can help you arrange your
got you.
apartment, and that'd be it. You can pay me for my service, and I'll talk to you later. That's just me. That's just me. But that kind of stuff happens, so it's important that you deal with it from the beginning. This is how we're gonna handle it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you want to exchange information and all of that, that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Mm. Yes. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, I hope y'all are getting this really good information. I hope you have shared this live tonight
Please.
and hear what is with the information that we are getting. This is some good information that we need to know, especially as being, well, not me, but especially as people just artists, not me, but you out there being kingdom artists and you're singing and you're out here and you're trying to know this business and do this business. This is the information that you want to have. We want to make sure that in the kingdom we're doing things in excellence. That's how we keep the kingdom building, because we want to make sure we're doing things in excellence. We know what we're doing. We know how to do our business. So we have to get out there and talk to people and connect with other people. We want to know. We want them to know that we know what we're talking about. So this is some amazing information. Listen, you need to level up. I mean, we're gonna probably on here a little bit more, so you want somebody to get on. They can go back and watch the rest if they need to, right? But listen, I'm telling y'all, this is some amazing information that we are getting tonight. I have gotten text messages from people that's like, "This is some good information." So I'm trying to tell y'all, this people don't just do this. They don't just sit there and give of their information. So many times people want to keep it for themselves.
And tell you the truth, I'm gonna tell you the truth, because a lot of this stuff, some of the people who are big companies, they're not gonna tell you.
Exactly.
Because I got the most stuff that I want to really, 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 really share.
Mm-hmm.
It's important, and not to cut you off, Marcy. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
The one main thing I think all artists need to really understand is that you have to be willing. You have to be willing to invest in yourself.
There you go. That's good.
So, and when I say invest in yourself, again, this thing doesn't start until after the record is done. So your that part of the investment is okay. That's fine. The recording part, that's a good thing. There's a lot that needs to go on along with that. So after that's finished, you have to be willing to invest in. And let me even go back to the beginning of that. You have to, artists. I want you to really be careful in who we get to produce our records. Just because somebody has Pro Tools or Logic or Mainstage or whatever DAW that they're using, does not make them a good producer. That does not make them a good producer. Just because they have the equipment to be a good producer, does not make them a good producer.
Right.
There are a lot of people walking around with wonderful equipment that don't know how to use it. If you're choosing your producer, kind of do like a job. You want to check the references. What have they done before? And this is not only for producer. This is for producer. This is for radio promoter. This is for marketing person. This is for all of them. What have been their successes? What are they good at? excuse me, what are their failures? Um, who have they produced? What did the record do? Did it do well? Did it not do well? Why didn't it do well? Why did it do well? So you want to do that. You want to be careful. So just because, and I'll use myself as an example, not because I want to produce anybody's record, but is this: if Marcy comes to me and say, I want you to produce my record, and I'm using this as an example, everybody, please hear me. This is an example. And I say to Marcy, well, okay, it's going to cost you for me to produce the record.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to cost. It's going to cost $10,000.
And is
Now,
that's realistic, right? That's how much you think people normally pay?
oh, well, I want to get that can be no, because there are different levels.
Okay.
I'm using this as an example, and it's all contingent on what you want as an artist.
Gotcha.
So it can be, but 10,000. Let's just use 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to cost you $10,000 for me to produce the record. Now you have the option of saying, okay, no problem, and we work out how we work it out. But there are people that are saying, well, how much you charge you to do that? Oh, I can do it for 4.
Ah.
Hold on. So you have that person who has no track record at all, but they have, they got some equipment and all of that kind of stuff. Now, what normally happens, I've dealt with this several times. You think you're getting a bargain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You think you're getting a bargain. So you say, well, okay, and you go do the 4,000 thing, and then you wind up and say, this is hard. I ain't feeling this.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come back to me
To
and
fix
say, can you fix this?
it. Yeah.
Which means now I gotta fix this mess that you spent 4,000 on.
He's too
Because
bad.
the 10,000 thing, because it was two numbers, it scared you a little bit, you know. So I'm saying all of that to say, you kind of get what you pay for.
Yes.
You get what you pay for.
Right.
Um, you have to be willing to invest in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, well, my budget for the month is $200 a month, and we're gonna do radio and marketing for $200 a month. Well, that might get you a post, but then you want, so why my record is not doing so and so and so? Well, you're not paying. It cost me $300 just for me to sit down and try to. And by the time I get everything and get your picture together and all of that kind of stuff, blah blah, blah, then send it out, and I had to join this and join that, and join this and join that for me to even get your thing. You got to consider all of those pieces. So you have to be willing to invest in yourself. So you got the record part. That's one budget
Mm-hmm.
by itself. The radio and marketing thing, that's another budget. That's a completely different budget. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the people that you're trying to deal with. Um, and then be realistic for the results. You know, if you're gonna spend $100, you're gonna get $100 results. You might make the BDS, you might, um, but you can't question what's happening because you're only paying $100.
Mm-hmm.
You want, like I said, just like you searched out that producer, you need to search out your radio person. You need to search out your marketing person. What have they done? Who have they marketed? Was it successful? Did it translate from the idea of their marketing? Did it translate into successful sales? All of those things. You gotta consider, and that's planning. and being ready for that's going to happen. So there's that budget. There's two budgets you need to kind of deal with: your recording budget and then your radio and promotions budget.
Wow. Ooh. Ooh.
Like I said, the easy part is the recording part.
But you had what you did.
Yeah, what you did, that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple enough. We can get that done. Bam, 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 done. No problem. It's how do I get you to buy what I just got finished doing?
Got you. Got you. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, a lot of people make the mistake of, well, my church is going to do so and so. Okay, that's great. That's great. You might sell 100 copies at your church. Okay, this on a good day. Let's say 100 copies. Okay. What else? What else? But I mean, and but again, that's contingent on what you as the artist, what is your dream? What are you looking for? Are you looking to do, if you're doing it as a hobby or are you trying to do this, don't quit your job yet. So,
Yes.
don't quit your job yet.
Yes.
The Lord told me to go into ministry full time, blah 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 blah, and do so and so. I applaud that. Amen. Amen. But I also believe God will put us in places where that's going to happen. That's going to happen. A lot of us we kind of jump the gun too early. I'm going to do full time ministry and we're going to make it off this.
Yeah.
But, okay, be careful. Be careful.
Right. Right.
So, like I said, I'm trying to keep it real with everybody. Please, because I want to tell you, I want to let you know all of this stuff. That you have to consider it. You do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is some really, really great information. I told y'all, like, you can't even get everything out in one conversation.
You can't.
Definitely have to do a part two because there's so much with this. There's so much that you need to know. Getting involved, knowing what's going on, knowing who you connect with, knowing how to get out there, knowing how to network, knowing how to distribute. All of these things is a part of you doing what you need to do in excellence. And I'm trying to tell you, like, one night, you can get so much information out of one night, but it's just not all of it. So we definitely got to do another piece.
We got time to do this one last piece.
Go ahead, do your thing.
This Greg is crazy.
He is.
Right. Gregory Gates. That's another person. He's a fantastic marketing person. Marketing. Gospel Flavor. If you ever heard Gospel Flavor, they reach over, if I'm not mistaken, over 350,000 people. Greg is one of the editors for Gospel Flavor.
Wow.
So, the main editor. So you gotta be able to, and connect with people.
Absolutely.
Let me say, there's two things I want to say. One is this business is not completely based upon how good you are.
Wow.
Let me say this again.
Wow.
This business is not completely based upon how good you are. This is the most relational business ever.
Wow. That is so true. That makes
sense. This is a relational business.
Makes so much sense.
Again, there are thousands and thousands of records that are amazing records. But they have no relationship with these people.
Wow.
That you need in order to make your thing successful.
Wow.
So, and I'll give you an example. I have a radio person. Gregory Gay, who does marketing. It's probably, not probably, let me take probably out. you're going to get a better response if Gregory Gates sends your project to so and so than
Wow.
me sending it, because Gregory Gates' relationships with these people, or Al Edmondson's relationship with these people,
Yes.
or Benita Bella, because this is what they do every day, all day. I don't. I do music. I do that part. They
Mm-hmm.
do. They are talking to the radio stations. They're talking to the different media outlets and all of that. So if I send it, then like, well, who is this? Oh, well, and it's going. Trust me, there's a pile of nothing but CDs. However, if Greg or Al or Benita, if they send it, and these are just my people,
Mm-hmm.
if they send it because they have a relationship with that person, they can be like, oh, Greg sent me so and so. Oh, it's in there. And they can put it in. That's facts. That's fact. So you can say, well, I had so and so on there and this sound great. Trust me, they never opened it.
Wow.
They never opened it, they ain't heard it, or whatever. Trust it, it's just a fact. So you can't be scared of that door being closed and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. Um, so it's important that you get those kind of people with you on your team so
Mm-hmm.
that you can get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is, well, there's two other parts where most of us as indie artists mess up. For the life of me, I don't understand it. Prior to the record coming out, you were gun ho. You were on social media every day talking about the record and all of this, and you're building up, and it's this great big build up. And the record is coming out, and all that. Look, you need to go get it. So and so, blah 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 blah. And why are we doing that? Blah blah blah. And then the record comes out, and you stop. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
So we had one big sales day because you
Pushed.
pushed.
Mm-hmm.
We're pushing too from a business perspective. We're doing what we're doing. You have to continue. This is your job as the artist. As the artist, you can't sit back, especially if you're a new indie artist. If you're a new indie artist, you can't sit back and watch what's happening. You
Right.
still got to push. That means uh, we need what we're looking to do. If you got 10,000 people as Instagram followers, 10,000 people Instagram followers, but you only sold 28, something is wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we not hitting them 10,000 people. That don't even make sense. We need to be able to transfer at least 15 to 20% of those followers need to be consumers of people who support you, which means
Mm-hmm.
they gotta feel like they know Marcy. They
Right.
gotta know Marcy. So Marcy gotta be on Instagram almost every day talking about Marcy and why I need to buy Marcy's song. What is it about that song? And I'm trying to make a point.
No,
It's
that's a good
important.
point. I should be on Instagram more.
Um, the best of them are still putting out posts every day or every other day.
That is the truth.
John B. Keegan sold more records than a whole lot of people. He's a staple. He's a staple in the situation. Every day he posts at least
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 times a day,
Mm-hmm.
just so he can stay in the eyes of the people.
Right. Element.
You got to stay relevant. You got to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
saying,
touchable. You gotta be touchable.
and you got to be touchable,
You
right?
gotta be touchable. I think
Uh,
people
you,
love.
right, you got to make them feel like they know you.
Right.
That don't mean tell all your business either. We don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. So we want to tell great
Coming
crazy.
out.
Right. So they gotta feel like they know something else about you.
Right.
So why? I mean, if your song is I see Nikki Berry on here and all of that, so I'm gonna use her song. This not for her, but I'm gonna use her song since she just said that's good. If we want people to be restored, give me a reason why.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be restored and blah blah blah. And this, if you listen to this song right here, this will make sure that your life is being restored. Blah 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 blah.
Absolutely.
And be gone. We're pushing. People get some encouraging word from you. People get this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
Indie artists, we gotta do. There's some grunt work that we have to do in the midst of this whole piece. You can't do all of this beautiful major push a month out up until it's time for it to come out. Now it then came out and you stop. Why you stop? What you stop for?
Yeah, because it's not going to work itself. And see, sometimes people get where y'all know me. I'm gonna put it out there. Everybody gonna get it. That's the mindset of the people. It's like,
and that's not reality.
Nah,
that's not reality. So those are the major things that need to happen, and we got to stay in the face of the people, encouraging them to get my thing. My thing is going to bless you. Get some people who already got your thing to talk about your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we I'm sure we can go on and on about different things. Like, people need to understand, when you stream, how much that stream is worth.
Right.
That's a whole nother thing.
See, we gotta come back.
Like Spotify streams are different from Deezer streams, and Deezer streams are different from YouTube streams, and YouTube streams are different from iTunes streams, and they all pay differently. I'll tell you why.
This is the stuff that I think we all need to know, especially in this changing. Things have changed so much.
Absolutely.
All used to CDs and all of that kind of stuff and all that, and then it just shifted, and it's like everybody download, stream. Things have changed so quickly, and I'm like, you have to keep up. You want to be out here. You want to stay relevant. You want to stay out here. You want to continue to do what you're doing. You got to change with where things are going.
Absolutely.
The social, the streaming, and the digital downloads. That's where we are today. Nobody else is buying them CDs.
Right, but even to the digital download thing, we push for download, but then you're fighting against the stream.
Yeah.
Because everybody is streaming. Kevin Mickey just asked the question, how important are radio promotion campaigns? Very. They're very important. It's important for you to, hey, I'm going to tell you the truth. Radio promoters, radio people, they want you to spend money at their radio station. They want you to. If you support them, they're going to support you. They're going to push and make sure that your song is going to get. If it only spent 5 times last month, you do a radio promotion, like do a sponsorship and this, spots, and then you doing this, that kind of thing. 30-second spots or 60-second spots to promote your thing. Do it that way. Don't do payola. Don't put any money in anybody's hand and let them put it in their pocket. No, we're not doing that. What we can do is we'll do some sponsorships. We'll buy some spots on the radio station to promote our thing. They're more apt to get your spins up. They're more apt to do that because now you've created a relationship with them a little bit, You got them people because now you support them. Their show is better because of your music. So campaigns are wonderful. Thank yous are important. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you to the people who support you. That's important. If you have it, and this goes into the budget piece. I mean, I'm doing it now. I'm getting ready to send some people some thank you stuff just
Mm-hmm.
for what they've done for EMG artists. I appreciate it because you don't have to do it, and I know the game is hard. So you may want to send them a thank you note and a CD. And promotion campaigns can be a lot of things. Or hey, I want to give away I want to give away 20 copies. Okay, if you can afford to do that, that's a good thing. Maybe you say, hey, so and so at W so and so radio station, you getting some play there. I want to get my thing up. I pay the 15th caller, every 15 callers, every on my when my song is played, give away a CD, or
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming to that city, you know, give it away or come to the station, I'll personally sign. All that kind of stuff works. It works. It's a game. This is a game. The whole industry piece is a game. It's like a game of cards. You just got to know how to play.
Mm.
How
Mm.
to play. And every time, if anybody know anything about like pinochle or spades or hearts or whatever, it's like this. Just because you got big joker, little joker, ace, so two ace, you don't have to start with that all the time.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
But it's relational. It's definitely relational. Um, Promotional situations help. T-shirts, they help.
Right.
You got T-shirts, wear them. Wear them.
Exactly.
Give them away. Make somebody feel like they part of the thing.
Absolutely.
I understand you spent money for them, and so you're trying to sell them. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is scraping for the dollar, without a doubt. But if you can, if that's part of your budget, again, if you want to set aside X amount of hats, um, water bottles, uh,
Right.
mask. That's the big thing that's in now. The mask. You got a mask that got your. I'm going back to Nikki Berry again. You got a mask that got restore on the on. Hey,
Hello, she got a book and a candle.
right? She got books. She got candles.
Yes, ma'am.
She got candles that's gonna make you feel good. And by the way, thank you, Nikki Berry, because I got mine
Come
yesterday. I appreciate you. You got candles that make you feel good and all that kind of stuff and
on.
all of that. Man, there's so many things that you can do. You want to do interviews when they ask for them, when they ask you to do drops for them. You want to do those things so
Right.
that, again, you establish relationships. You want to be on platforms like this,
Mm.
so people can see you. Um, Anything that you can possibly do. You're an independent artist. This is probably going to be another show, but you're an independent artist. You just starting out. You got a project and all of that. And somebody asks you to come open up for so and so and so, like you're gonna be on the gig with John Key and Fred Hammond or whatever. It would behoove you to just say, okay, you can ask if there's an honorarium or whatever involved. You can ask that. However, if it's not, you're an independent artist. If they give you the opportunity to open up and sell your product, it would just seem to me that if I got that kind of audience that I can touch, I'm gonna go hit them as hard as I can with my thing, and and try to influence those people to like what I did, and then come out and now they can become supporters of you as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be so grand and lovely that you can't open up unless they give you this, that, and the other. You need special teas and lemons and um,
Green Skittles.
all of that kind of stuff. And um, my the chair has to have 70% so and so sheets on it and all of that kind. It, stop, stop. You're new to this.
Mm-hmm.
You're new to this. If you have an opportunity to minister and touch some people and possibly make some money and get some some publicity out of it and all of that, go do it. Don't send them through a bunch of hoops and send them, talk to my manager and I'm sending them a writer and all that. Hey, stop. Stop. Again, you're only a star at your church. Stop. Let me help you, as Miranda would say.
Yes.
Help you. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's so many things that we do as independent artists that hurt us. That hurt us. Why put people through that kind of situation? I
Mm-hmm.
asked you to be on it. I ain't have to ask you. I'm trying to help you. You know, especially if you're local and it's coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming to you. Take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And go out there and hit as hard as you can.
Right. You'd be unforgettable.
Yeah, you'll be unforgettable. Yeah, like you know what? Yeah, the concert was dope, but you know what?
Yeah.
That girl Marcy who opened up,
Come on.
the girl who opened up, she was so dope. I got her record and that's come on. Let's be realistic about some things.
Yes, that is the truth. Now that was that. I'm trying to tell y'all getting it? Well, I ain't telling y'all, he telling y'all, but are y'all getting it?
And we gotta do the things that will make us, and ultimately, my motto is we're better together. So
Absolutely.
if we can help in some kind of way, and this has nothing to do with just EMG stuff. I'm in the business, like I want to help people. I
Mm-hmm.
want to help people. I want you to do it. Um, I want you to do it and do it. If you're gonna spend that money, do it right.
Right.
You may not want to go with EMG. That's fine. That's cool. But at least know, at least know what you're getting into.
Right.
Because I think people don't really understand what they're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's I'm gonna do this CD and now I'm gonna make it.
Yes.
And that's not the case at all.
Right. This was some good information going on tonight. Listen, I really do hope and pray that you gathered up your people, sent out this link, shared it so other people can get connected to hear this great information. If you happen to jump on late and you missed the beginning, you have to make sure that you go back to the beginning and you hear all of the information that was given. You don't want to miss anything that was said on tonight. I'm telling you, and I keep saying there is so much more that can
So
be
much more.
that we can talk about. I'm telling you, you want to be able to know this business. You want to know this business. Again, I keep saying because we want to be able to represent the kingdom in excellence. So you want to be able to know, you want to be able to know who you need to contact, how you need to do what that you need to do, so that people can be connected to what you're doing. People can want to hear your music, want to come and be here, want you to produce their album. This is why you have to know all of this information. You want to be marketed and have publishing and distribution. This was some good information for you. And again, there's so much more that we all can know. But I'm trying to tell y'all, this was a great start. So you got to make sure that if you got to make sure that you still share this live, just in case someone missed it on tonight by chance. If someone missed it, if you share it, they'll definitely go back on there, watch it again. Again, if you came on late, you want to go back to the beginning and you want to be able to get all that great information that was out given on tonight by the man himself. Okay, who else could give us this kind of good information? Okay, nobody but him, Mr. Miche himself. Like. Good stuff. And I'm not even out here trying to sing, but I feel like I should because
Hey, come on, Marcy, come on.
you're trying to give me a deal. Like, come on, let me get on social media and start singing. Now, y'all probably will be like, girl, no. But I'm trying to tell you, that's how this information was on tonight.
But dig this, Marcy. Guess what? And I'm not trying to be funny. It's some people that we would probably say can't sing, but they hot.
Right.
Why? Why are they hot? Because they do the little things. They're investing in themselves and all of that kind of stuff. And it's like, how in the world is this?
Yes. You know what?
They invested in what they were doing.
Yes.
So, believe it or not, I've heard some. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and they be giving it all, and they be like, they decent. Trying to tell y'all, invest in yourself. That right there. That's a drop. Bam.
Yeah, you got to. You have to.
Right. We don't want to give out half stuff. We don't want to just give out anything. Sometimes you hear some things, unfortunately, and it's like, it's not amazing quality and things. But we want to be able to invest in ourselves. So as we're giving other people what we have, they can grab it, enjoy it because what we've put in it. Well, absolutely. We want to make sure we are investing in ourselves. Oh, what a good show was on tonight. Oh my gosh. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, if you don't deposit anything to your account, you can't take nothing out.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Did y'all get it?
If you deposit $5, you only gonna get $5.
Come on, did y'all get that? All right? I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what we want. We want our kingdom artists to be amazing in what they're doing. We about to take over. That's when I say kingdom building. We about to take over because we're going to do what it is that we do in excellence. All right. And that's why we love to do what we do over here on Kingdom Sound, here on the Praise Chapel channel, because we love to be able to speak to artists and play the amazing music that they have. This is why we have this platform. We have this platform to be able to support and to be able to allow you all to see some of the artists that are out here. We may not always get to see them just on a regular day, but when they come on, you are able to now connect with some people that you have never seen before. So that's why you want to stay connected over here to the Praise Chapel channel, so you can always be able to connect and see what's going on and who's going to be on here. Y'all know y'all better stay connected to him right there. Y'all better stay connected to him. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, talking about some good wisdom and someone who loves to see other people make it. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. Because so many people out here would rather keep what they know and just go on ahead about it because you don't want nobody else to get bigger than you. But this is somebody who wants to see other people make it. And so
hey, Mars, can I tell them if people still have some other questions or whatever? If you have questions, DJ, I don't know y'all in the back. If y'all can get this up real quick. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. You can email me at gmiche@enonmusic.com. I don't have any problem responding to you. That won't be a problem at all. Like I said, email me at gmiche@enonmusic.com. I have no problem answering anything. And like I said, don't think that you have to be an EMG artist or somebody that's trying to get signed to EMG or use. I'll only tell you if you do business with me. That's not what I'm here for.
Right.
I'm here to help you do what you want to do and know some things. I'll look over stuff for you if you want that
Come
kind of thing.
on.
I'll anything contractual that you may have questions about. Uh, feel free, feel free to hit me at my email. Leave me a number. Like I said, you can hit me on Messenger. All of that kind of stuff. I would do that. I just believe that's what the Lord had me. Somebody gave me a chance. Somebody gave that Mr. Newberry gave me a chance when he saw this little boy playing the piano down in the basement of the church. Somebody gave me a chance. I think for me. It's only right for me to try to help somebody else and give them a chance as well.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to do that. If I don't know the answer to it, guess what? I will find the answer and
Mm.
get it back to you, or I'll try to put you in touch with somebody that can give you the answer. My friends are my friends. Uh, they know what I'm about. They know, and we've been able to do what we've been able to do because we have a heart for you. We have a heart for you. So.
Listen, y'all better take him up on that, okay? Take him up on that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Email. Y'all better take that email address down and make sure y'all email with any of your questions. He said he's going to be here to help you do whatever it is that he can. So listen, why not? Okay, so make sure you do that. Make sure you follow him on his social media. Okay, he is on social media, so make sure you go on social media and follow him all over social media. Y'all already know Phenom Music. They doing it big up out here. So y'all need to stay connected so you can always see what's going on with the Phenom Music Group. Garland, Miche, Baller, all of the people that's out there doing what they're doing, some amazing things out here. Get connected. I say it all the time, so make sure you stay connected. Y'all, it was so dope tonight. Sir, dope. Yes.
We got to do a part 2.
We definitely going to do a part 2. Listen, I try to tell y'all he normally co-hosted, but tonight we needed to pick at him. We needed to pick that good information from him, and nobody better to get it from. So that was so dope tonight. We definitely appreciate him. Absolutely love him over here, right here where we are on Praise Chapel. We love him. He gives so much of his time over here and just being here for us, helping us. Listen, we wouldn't be able to do what we do if it wasn't for him. So we definitely thank you.
No, we appreciate everything that you do, Marcy and Mike and all of the whole team. Praise Chapel for even allowing us to have time on this platform. You have no idea what you have done for a lot of the artists that have come through EMG. So I say thank you for sure. And again, my motto is we're better together. So we don't have to compete against each other. What God has for you is for you. What God has for me is for me. And we can put all of that together and be one powerful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I just believe that, once we can have that kind of mindset, we can have that kind of mindset if we, as the people of God,
Mm-hmm.
would have the mindset of being better together. How powerful we could probably stop some things from happening. We could probably stop some things from happening if we took on the mindset of being better together and not be worried about if you got $10 more than I did. That's a whole nother. That's another teaching.
Come on.
That's another teaching.
Better together. See, that was, and then he didn't drop that encouragement right there. See, this is what I'm talking about. Such a good show on tonight. I really do hope you all enjoyed yourself tonight. Thank you all, as we say every week, for taking time out of your busy Tuesday evening to come over here on the Praise Chapel channel to join us over here on Kingdom Sound. We love having you every single week with us, to our chapel members, saints, and friends. Listen, we absolutely appreciate you. We love you. Listen, this is what we do because of you. All right. So thank you so much for joining us on here tonight. I know again that you were blessed with some amazing information from Miche. What he gave on tonight is priceless, right? So definitely going to have to get back into it. We're going to have to do a part 2 because there's so much more information that we can get about the business of music and kingdom and all of those things. So definitely going to do a part 2. So just be on a watch. And how do you be on a watch? You got to make sure you connect it to I Go to Praise Chapel. So get connected to I Go to Praise Chapel so you can know everything that's going on over here, and you will be able to know when we're going to do that part 2. All right. So make sure you get connected to I Go to Praise Chapel so you don't miss anything that's going on over here. Okay. Make sure you tell somebody else I Go to Praise Chapel so they can get connected too. We might as well just get everybody need to be connected right here. Join this membership. We would love to have you as part of the chapel membership. I'm trying to tell you, we have a good time over here. Right. All right. Well, that is it for this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. It was a dope night on tonight. I will see you all next Tuesday. No better place to be than right here on the Praise Chapel channel, Kingdom Sound, with your girl, Marcy Maureen. I am so glad that I am get to be here with you on every single Tuesday night. You already know what to do. Follow your girl on Instagram. I'm new. I am new, so be patient with me, okay? Miche, he was speaking to me when he said, you can't be up out here on social media, ain't doing nothing, okay? So I'm going to get better, y'all. I'm going to get better. I'm trying to figure it all out. So go ahead and follow your girl. I am Marcy Maureen. That's right. That's who I am. I am Marcy Maureen. Make sure you get connected to me on Instagram, okay? And that is it. Y'all already know this is the Praise Chapel channel where we are giving you the best in kingdom living. And if you want to get kingdom, if you want to live kingdom, you got to make sure that you seek first the kingdom of God. It was a dope night, okay? Make sure you tell somebody to go back and watch it. This joint right here was hot. All that business information that we got, you ain't getting it nowhere else but right here on Praise Chapel Kingdom Sound. I will see you all next week. I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your week. May the blessings and favor of God go with you on the rest of this week. I